Welcome to the channel, financial enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the life of Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest individuals in history. He developed habits that allowed him to rise from poverty to immense wealth. In this video, we'll explore the 12 millionaire habits of Andrew Carnegie that can help you achieve financial freedom. Carnegie was born in 1835 in Scotland to a humble family. At the age of 13, his family emigrated to the United States in search of better opportunities. From a young age, Carnegie exhibited great ambition and an entrepreneurial spirit. He worked tirelessly, first as a messenger and then in the railroad industry, where he learned about business and investments. Over time, Carnegie built an empire in the steel industry, becoming one of the richest men of his era. But his success wasn't just due to luck or a privileged background. Carnegie developed a series of financial habits and principles that enabled him to achieve wealth. Be sure to watch the video until the end, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. Our first habit for financial freedom is overcoming adversity with an indomitable spirit. Carnegie was born into poverty. Living conditions for the working class were deplorable, with long working hours, miserable wages, and little to no access to education. The life expectancy for industrial workers was only 40 years, compared to 60 years for the upper classes. Despite these harsh circumstances, young Andrew showed an indomitable spirit and an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Carnegie devoured books whenever he had the chance, cultivating a curious and agile mind. When the economic crisis hit Scotland, the Carnegies decided to emigrate to America in search of a better future. At 13, Andrew arrived in Pittsburgh, USA, with little more than his determination and love for learning. As he would later say, "Poverty is a blessing in disguise. Not all the wealth in the world can buy the gifts that poverty has given me." The next millionaire habit of Andrew Carnegie is saving and investing systematically. Andrew Carnegie understood that the key to wealth is saving and investing consistently, even with small amounts. He recommended setting aside at least 10% of your income for savings and investments. Carnegie knew that the key to wealth isn't just earning a lot of money, but managing it wisely and making it grow. Even when his income was modest, he made sure to set aside a portion to invest. This allowed him to accumulate capital, which he later used to expand his businesses and generate even more wealth. This might seem difficult at first, but with discipline and patience, savings accumulate and start to yield returns. Carnegie used to say, "No matter how small your savings are, the important thing is to start." Habit 3 for achieving financial freedom: leave laziness behind and embrace hard work. Andrew Carnegie understood that to rise above poverty and the middle class, he had to set laziness aside. He started by shining shoes on the streets to earn money, despite his eagerness to study. Later, he worked alongside his father in a cotton factory, and by the age of 15, he had held various jobs, from manufacturing threads to being a messenger in a telegraph office. Carnegie wasn't content with his salary, which was just $2.50 per week, equivalent to about $70 today. He always looked for ways to add more value and advance in his career. As Abraham Lincoln said, "Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle." Hard work and dedication are key factors for business success. But beyond simply working hard, Carnegie understood from a young age the importance of doing things with excellence. He wasn't satisfied with being just another employee. He sought to stand out in every task he undertook. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word video so we know. All right, now let's move on to the next habit of Andrew Carnegie: reading books. Reading is the master key to continuous learning. Despite the long work hours, Carnegie used his free time to visit a small library and indulge in reading. He understood the transformative power of books. Through them, he was gaining the experience and wisdom of a lifetime, advancing himself through time. In an era when access to formal education was limited, especially for someone of humble origins like Carnegie, books became his greatest teachers. Through reading, He could learn about history, philosophy, science, literature, economics, and understand the ideas and strategies of the great thinkers and leaders of the past. Carnegie firmly believed that education and continuous learning were fundamental to success. He educated himself by reading extensively on topics such as economics, business, and philosophy. Dedicating time to learning new skills, reading books about personal finance and investments, and staying updated on economic trends can make the difference between the middle class and wealth. Carnegie understood that the more you knew, the better financial decisions you could make. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them, Carnegie used to say. He was an avid reader and believed that education was key to developing the mindset and skills necessary to achieve wealth. Moving on to the next habit that will help you achieve financial freedom is cultivate a network of strong relationships. And Carnegie understood that another habit for becoming a millionaire was that relationships are more valuable than transactions. He cultivated lasting and mutually beneficial connections, focusing on giving before receiving. He attended industry events and connected with people he admired, building a network of contacts that opened doors throughout his career. Maintaining a network of strong relationships is crucial for success. It's not just about using people for your benefit, but about creating genuine, mutually valuable connections. Help others, offer your knowledge and experience, and build a reputation of reliability and generosity. Let's move on to the next habit for financial freedom: reinvesting profits. Once Carnegie began to accumulate wealth, instead of spending it on luxuries, he reinvested it in new businesses and opportunities. This allowed him to grow his capital exponentially. Rather than buying expensive items, Carnegie recommended reinvesting profits to generate more wealth. This could be through investments in real estate, stocks, or even starting a new business. Carnegie understood that the key wasn't to hoard money to spend it, but to use it to create more wealth. Instead of buying mansions or yachts, he reinvested his profits in new ventures, stocks, or real estate. This allowed him to multiply his fortune over the years. It is not the man who has a lot, but the one who can earn a lot, who is rich, Carnegie used to say. He knew that true wealth is built by reinvesting profits, not spending them. Habit 7 of millionaires: innovate to succeed. Carnegie revolutionized construction by using steel instead of iron in his projects. He was a visionary who understood the power of innovation to propel his business forward. The most innovative companies grow 260% faster than average. In a constantly changing world, innovation is key to staying relevant and competitive. Don't be afraid to take risks and try new ideas. Be bold in your approaches and don't settle for doing things the way they've always been done. All right, let's move on to the next habit for financial freedom: giving and donating. Despite his immense wealth, Carnegie was a firm believer in philanthropy. He donated most of his fortune to charitable causes, such as building public libraries and universities. Carnegie understood that giving and donating is not only a way to help others, but can also provide tax benefits and enhance public image, contributing to long-term wealth accumulation. Additionally, philanthropy allowed him to leave a lasting legacy and transcend his own life. The best way to use wealth is to use it, Carnegie often said. He believed that wealthy individuals had a moral obligation to give back to society part of what they had accumulated. The next habit is leaving a legacy that transcends time. Beyond his vast fortune, Carnegie's legacy lies in the timeless lessons he left us. His life is a testament to the boundless power of human potential, an inspiring reminder that no matter how humble our beginnings, with the right principles and an unbreakable mindset, we can achieve greatness. Carnegie left us a master plan for success, a series of habits and principles that are as relevant today as they were a century ago. His story is a living example that success is not an accident, but a choice. It is a call to action for us to apply these principles in our lives and businesses, and to build empires that transcend generations. Now let's move on to the next millionaire habit: seizing opportunities and partnering with mentors. A key point for moving beyond poverty and the middle class is having the guidance of someone more experienced who can significantly accelerate your growth. Scott taught Carnegie about management, finance, and leadership, providing him with opportunities that would have otherwise been out of reach. Thanks to this alliance, Carnegie acquired the knowledge and skills that allowed him to stand out and advance quickly in his career. Seizing opportunities as they arise and forging relationships with experienced mentors is crucial for success. Many great leaders and entrepreneurs have had someone to guide them and open doors. Seek out people who can teach you, inspire you, and open new horizons on your path to wealth. The next habit that will help you achieve financial freedom is standing on the shoulders of giants. Partnering with more experienced and smarter individuals accelerated Carnegie's path to success. He learned firsthand about management, finance, and leadership from his mentor, Thomas Scott, a pioneer in the railroad industry. Being surrounded by people who know more than you and can teach you is key to growth. Don't be afraid to admit your limitations and seek the guidance of experts. Stand on the shoulders of giants, leverage their experience and connections, and let them propel you to new heights. Let's move on to the next habit. Andrew left us, cultivating a growth mindset. Carnegie understood that the key to becoming a millionaire is never being satisfied with what you've achieved. He was always seeking new opportunities to learn, innovate, and expand horizons. He knew that in a changing world, innovation is not a luxury, but a necessity. Maintaining a growth mindset is essential for long-term success. Don't be content with what you've already accomplished, no matter how impressive it may be. Constantly look for ways to improve, acquire new skills, and explore new markets and opportunities. The life of Andrew Carnegie is an inspiring testament to the unlimited power of human potential. Despite being born into poverty, Carnegie developed a series of habits and principles that allowed him to reach the pinnacle of business success and wealth. That's why it's important to understand these millionaire habits of Andrew Carnegie that will help you achieve financial freedom. These principles are as relevant today as they were a century ago. They are the building blocks that pave the way to wealth and greatness. Remember, your origins do not define your destiny. You have the power to forge your own story, to turn dreams into reality. So go out into the world, apply these principles in your life and business, and build an empire that transcends generations. Let Carnegie's wisdom illuminate your path. But remember, your journey will be unique. Success is not an accident. It is a choice. It's time to make it a reality. Financial success is not just about how much you earn, but what you do with that money. Follow Carnegie's principles, apply them with discipline and patience, and you will be on your way to financial freedom. Remember, the purpose of this video is to broaden your horizons in the realm of investing. It's not about handing you a ready-to-eat financial meal, but about teaching you how to cook one yourself. Investing comes with its share of risks and uncertainties, so it's crucial to wear your research hat and consult with qualified professionals before making any financial decisions. Keep in mind, past performance in investments is like last year's weather forecast. It doesn't necessarily predict what's going to happen tomorrow. Always weigh the risks and tread carefully when putting your hard-earned money at stake. Now, if you found this video helpful, I highly recommend watching my next video, which is the perfect complement to this one. Thank you for joining us today. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement is like applause for our efforts, and it motivates us to bring even more valuable content your way. So feel free to drop a comment below. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in my next video.